shout out to check in. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit share. Cause this is one of these talks right here we're gonna have that you know it's definitely real, man. So allegedly, the guy that was arrested for the murder of King Von, rapper from Chicago, was down with another rapper named Quando Rondo. Now wait, before we get into this, I'm gonna let the views go up a little bit higher, and then I'm gonna explain more. And we're gonna go into this shit. Cause this is real, like, this is real messy right here. This is real messy what they trying to do, ladies and gentlemen. When I say they, I mean as far as like the government. Their thing be like, hey, why settle for a murder when we could get a RICO? Why settle for a simple murder with just one guy dead when we could get a RICO and get that murderer for that same murder along with a couple other crimes? I think that's how the federal system works. But now that we got 31 people in the chat, make sure you hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit the share. Let's make this one go viral because we about to have some real talk. Now, yesterday we all got the same news. Tim, Lil Tim, who's a part of Quando Rondo's little clique, was released yesterday or out on bail, whatever the case may be. But he's out of jail. He's home. And Quando Rondo pulls up on him, bro. Quando Rondo pulls up on him and gives him $50,000 cash. All right? Pulls up on this nigga and gives this nigga $50,000 cash on Instagram Live. Making it such a important part of the situation because now, a couple months back, Tim was actually arrested, allegedly, for the murder of King Von. Now, it was publicly and known. King Von died behind the beef he was beefing with Quando Rondo. To the point where even after the beef, you know, after the death, niggas took to going online, trolling, making certain subs, throwing it out there, basically letting it be known, like, all right, directly or indirectly, we know we smoking you. We got your man in the pack. You know how they talk in Chicago. We put your man in the pack. We roll that nigga in the wood. You know how they talk out there in Chicago. So now, long story short, he gets arrested. The Tim dude gets arrested. I think the dumbest thing Quando Rondo could have did was pull up on this man and give him $50,000 in cash. You just open up all type of doors for them to try to say that that was payment for the hit on King Von, for them to use that money and start a whole RICO kingpin indictment saying that you're funding a terrorist organization or an illegal organization that's, you know, committing multiple felonies, including murder. Lil Tim got the streets going crazy. Lil Tim. And Lil Tim right there with that $50,000 going crazy on live, having a ball, not realizing that that 50 pack you touch. And he's so young, he don't really realize the severity of his actions yet. You see, a lot of people don't realize right now the judicial system has a trick up their sleeve. And when I say they got a trick up their sleeve, this is why I say that. Right now, all throughout New York, all throughout the state, all throughout the United States, period, and all different parts of the world. Right now, the judicial system is more lenient than it's ever been in its history, as far as with letting people go home, letting people get bails, issuing a no bail policy for certain crimes of certain weights, etc., etc. So now, people don't realize that they letting anybody go, give you a court date for a year from now, 2 years from now. They're brushing it off, but they're not letting it disappear. Y'all notice that, right? They're brushing it off, but they're not letting it disappear. They're not just throwing it out. You look in that system, they still keep a record of that shit. Still keeping an eye on you. There's people that are on bail bond right now that's just been supposed to be done with checking in that they bail bond. The case should have been resolved by now, but unfortunately, due to COVID, this case is doing everything but getting resolved by now. So now it's stretching out individual situations. Like there's dudes that are literally stuck until COVID is done. And what you think the government is gonna do with all these jail space when COVID is over? When they can start housing people more. When they don't have to worry about COVID being passed from one person to the next. You don't think this is some government ploy for mass incarceration when this shit is done? Of course it is. There's gonna be a big sweep of people who gotta go to jail when this shit is all said and done. That's the thing people not realizing. There's gonna be one big ass sweep that's gonna come and grab everybody with an open case, gonna come and grab anybody who they think was involved in anything illegal that actually they thought they got away with. Motherfuckers was already, all these niggas that was looting in the city without a mask on, stealing and shit. Don't be surprised, man. Remember, they have something on every crime, even burglary. It's called the statute of limitations. Now, statute of limitations on most crimes expire about 7 years. So that means that the government, the state, the judicial system has up to 7 years before they could come back and rearrest you for what you did. And literally, it's still valid by law. They can come back and get you for that shit for up to 7 years. And if you ask me, this whole shit was a big ass ploy, man. This whole COVID thing was the implementation of a new world order. They're trying out a bunch of new shit. As far as tech-wise, they're trying, like, even parolees, drug programs, everything now is being done via the internet, via video chat, electronically, virtually, so to speak. And a lot of people will say, oh, that's good. You want to know why the government wants everything to be done virtually? So that way it can be monitored by them. There won't be now one thing that they can't monitor. All COVID did was help launch this new world order and how you want things done. Please, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit the like button. And I just hope that y'all stay woke. I hope y'all are really mindful about this shit. Like, prime example, March, all right, of 2019. 2019, bro, March. I got arrested on a four-wheeler, my boy. Like, you know, you seen the video I posted when I got away from the police on that dirt bike that time. I got chased. All right, copy. Right after that, karma got to me, and I got chased on my Banshee. Fell off my Banshee, scratched my whole shit up, fucked my whole shit up, fell off my Banshee, and got arrested. They arrested me up. They arrested me. Parole didn't violate me. All right? Mind you, I done got arrested. Mad time went past then. I got arrested not too long ago for the situation with my baby moms and the situation I told y'all about when y'all see me going the last time I was in jail. Do you know that I still have an open case for that motherfucking four-wheeler? Do you know that because of COVID, that case is still on the calendar for next year? I just caught a whole felony that was open and closed in between that. But that one is still on the suspension calendar because of COVID. But mind you, it's been on that calendar for months. So they been gave me that date a long time ago. Now, what I'm trying to tell y'all, I brought it up to say this. Imagine how many individuals got court dates like that. Imagine how many individuals are out here right now, my nigga, that literally got pending serious charges that they think or temporarily forgot about, thinking everything is safe, everything is good because of COVID. Not knowing that shit is all a lineup that's gonna help implement the new world order. So now when they actually come with the new big boom, right now they're just trying to will us in. All right, they shut down the schools, shut down certain jobs, force people to become dependent and needy and frantic. All right, when people are dependent, needy, and frantic, they're more susceptible to listen. They're more likely to follow when they feel lost. If they feel like they got everything under control, they not really following. They not listening to nothing you talking about because they feel like they got it already. And that's exactly what the government did. They took the world, they shook us up. They changing the whole, this is officially, we heard about it for eons, man. Whether we believed it or not, it's finally here. This new world order. It's taking place little by little. You notice that they're actually closing down Rikers Island as well. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. We got 101 in attendance and only 30 likes. Please make it go up. A lot of people don't truly realize, man, with this new world order, it's gonna come a whole different structure, man. And did you pay attention? They're closing Rikers Island. One of the biggest jails in New York City. They're closing Rikers Island. And then they're launching new borough facilities. This is what they're telling us on Rikers Island right now when you're incarcerated. That's why so many buildings are closed down. So many buildings are not open to the population. They literally are building or turning the courthouses that are in every borough into jail housing facilities. Jail housing facilities, literally. And some people be like, well, what's the problem with that? Why is that an issue? Do you know how many people have an issue with a jail being that close to their house? Knowing damn well there might be no chance in the world to escape. You do know that the normal model citizen does not feel comfortable with a prison facility that close to their house, that close to their family. So you got all type of taxpayers, right? Putting together all of these petitions and support groups to not go against, to basically go against that. But y'all want to know why they doing it though? Yeah, like this is why I'm saying, like, why though? Like, Rikers Island is on one of the richest properties in New York State. Rikers Island has one of the best views of New York City in New York State. That land now is worth so much money. That land now could be marketed if they turn into a real estate or something like that. Actually, like, to start putting homes and houses on that space. Rikers Island, its location is perfect for, like I said, they got the best view. You can see every fucking borough. You can see the whole world right there from Rikers Island. Like, literally. And like, everything is always for the money. Incarceration is all about money. So now, as they're trying to push their agenda, sometimes agendas work, sometimes they don't. But now, as they're trying to push this agenda, they have to stop incarcerating so many people at a time. They have to start sending more people home. They got to make room. They have to. Because they're trying to clear out Rikers Island and usher and push everybody in every other direction. Pushing niggas into their counties, into their city jails, trying to clear off Rikers Island, building hysteria, knowing damn well taxpayers are gonna stop at no limit of resources. Them niggas gonna spend whatever it's gonna take to shut that shit down. And they still get a part of that money. They still eat off that. And that's all type of permits and shit they gotta apply for. They still remain in control, 100% complete control. Like I said, I'm not no conspiracy theorist. I don't just be running with conspiracies and shit. But when you got certain shit like this that's happening right in front of your eyes, it's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? It forces your brain to start thinking about potential things that could be going wrong, that could be going on. This man speaking true words. God damn. Hey, yo, look, I'm telling you, son, this world right now, boy, it's messy. It's messy, man. It's like they really snuck the New World Order in right under our eyes, nigga, in the name of a sickness. And it's like even the government pushes their agenda, my nigga, even through their rappers, even through the entertainers, through our social media and everything. Like, prime example, like I was saying a little earlier in this live. You think it's a coincidence that they let Little Tim out, bro? After they alleged him for killing a nigga like King Von, knowing how a nigga like King Von and his friends is gonna respond, knowing that that man is back in the street. Knowing that that man is back in the street, they know it's gonna turn into an all-out war behind that shit. But that gives them a chance for the bigger conviction, that RICO charge. I'm telling you, bro, they lined this shit up to come back full circle. Believe that shit. This whole shit gonna come back full circle, man. Population control, exactly. They need that shit. And they got so advanced with it now, they learn how to do it without doing shit. Just making us turn against each other by just letting certain people mentalities out. They have psychoanalysts, psychologists who just analyze people and their behavior. And based off people and their behavior, they got all kind of studies that could show and produce, well, people of his kind usually do stuff like this, so now if we used to do something like this, it's the probability of 83 point such a percent that he would probably likely do this if we were to do that. So I think we should do this, and then we'll get the results out of him that we're looking for. Like, yo, it's that deep. Y'all niggas think a nigga just making this shit up. If you think they're not playing on that type of level, you're not dealing with reality. If you're not understanding that's how they really handle shit out here, you're not dealing with reality. You're not. You know what I'm saying? And it's about to be I'm just waiting for the big boom, because you know it's always a big boom. They slipping it in there little by little, but there is gonna be some rough shit that we not gonna like. That we're gonna buck against. But by the time they show their hand on that, they're already in position and prepared for that shit. By the time they show their hand on that, they're already prepared and in position for whatever we decide we want to do. Yo, you know when I knew that these niggas wanted us to loot, and it was all a part of their plan, the government's plan? Just like freeing Tim, all that. You know when I knew, bro? On that looting shit that happened in New York. When COVID happened and they allowed us to literally break the front windows of every fucking store we wanted to in New York City, Manhattan. And as we did that, the police didn't do shit. Now, they sat around and didn't do shit to secure those businesses. What they did secure though was the Diamond District. They had the Diamond District trapped the fuck off. You couldn't loot the Diamond District. I'm talking about not one store in the Diamond District had a broken window. Now, normal people, normal criminals, people that were going looting, wouldn't that be like the first place they would blitz and rush to? Of course, right? That's where the most money would be. But out of all the places in Manhattan, Y'all had that shit so tightly secured now one window was broken, but you allowed all these other stores to get broken into. Why? Let that sink in. Why? It's all about the money, son. Most of those stores that they allowed us to break into had fucking insurance. Insurance scams, insurance fraud, and everything still gets taxed because everything got to go through the government hand. So now they come up all the way as niggas book shit and sell shit and spend their money on other shit. Consumption, that's how the government makes their money. In consumption, the more money we spend, the harder we work, the more money we make, the more money they make, the more they can tax your ass. You see what I'm saying? It's not no conspiracy, bro. It's just common sense, literally. And like I said, I truly in my heart feel like they released the Tim nigga, that their legend shot King Von to literally start a war. If you agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. We got 109 in the chat and only 49 likes. Show a little love and support. It costs you nothing to hit that button. And I really feel like they definitely let Tim out, little Tim nigga out, to bring the rest of them niggas in. They want to know who's calling the shot, who's funding this, who's doing that. We need to know. And now we know you the shooter. You shot King Von. When you get home, everybody's going to be on your dick. Everybody's going to be trying to be around you. Everyone's going to be trying to call you. And we don't know this nigga's character. We don't know how loose he is with his mouth. We don't know what he told them already. We don't know if they sent that nigga back out here working. We would never know. But we do know Quando Rondo ass went live and gave him $50,000 on Instagram. His first day home. Whether it was or wasn't, you just gave them the perfect narrative to portray in court. And then we have a rapper who gave him a payment for this murder of $50,000 cash that we have on Instagram. So why would you give someone $50,000 that just was released for killing, just for release for a murder? He's gonna be like, I don't know, that's my boy, I just wanna make sure he good, right? All right, so is it true that you had a history of beefing with this guy, Mr. King Von? Mr. Quando Rondo, do you have a history of beefing with this guy, King Von, that was killed in ATL? Okay, yes, you did. Okay, and so shortly after that, so you didn't give Mr. Such and Such $50,000, that Mr. Little Tim $50,000 as a form of payment? He's gonna say no all he fucking want. He gonna say no all he want, but they painted the picture. It's too late. They painted that picture in front of 12 motherfucking people in that jury. They painted that picture. You kidding me? Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. You feel me? And it's like, Quando Rondo, you can't be that smart either. You over here trying to stunt for the fucking gram. You over here trying to stunt and show the world that you live. You might have got yourself indicted, brother. Paying that nigga $50,000 on fucking camera after he's fighting a body, nigga. He's fighting a body that they already think you involved in. That nigga, he's already fighting a body that they think you're involved in. What sense does that make? Even if you was to be dumping a bag on a nigga like that, I would have never put that shit on the internet. That was stupid. That was stupid. But that's when stunting goes wrong, ladies and gentlemen. That's where a lot of niggas go wrong in stunting. And trying to stunt and prove something to somebody else, you end up putting yourself in a fucked up situation. A fucked up situation, man. And I just hope this is us overthinking this. I just hope this is me foreseeing something that's never gonna come to life. Never gonna come to fruition. I don't wish Rondo. I don't wish that on Little Tim. We weren't stupid enough to, you know what I'm saying, make that shit seem like any type of payment. You know, text message, you know, fucking inbox, and nothing. Hey, yo, I hear you, Black Money Corp, because he was a gangster. I hear you. It's a lifestyle he chose. Live by the gun, you die by the gun. I truly believe that. On the same token, bro, he died though, son, because some niggas, see, even as a gangster, some niggas fuck up by not knowing when to turn that shit off. Not knowing when that shit isn't that serious, or going too far on some shit that wasn't that serious. That's where the gangsters fuck up. And it costs their lives or their freedom. Now, we'll never know what was going on in King Von head when he was out there ATL before that moment, you heard? But what I will say is he was prepared for that moment, and that's why he died with the gun in my hand, in his hand. And it's like, it's crazy because it was meant for him to die like that by the police. That was like in his destiny, and it sounds wicked like that, but it was. And the reason why I say that so firmly is because they were in the middle of a shootout when King Von died. He was in the middle of a shootout. It was a responding officer that actually got the drop and killed him. Now, when you're in the middle of a shootout and you drumming at somebody and you hear police coming, your first instinct is usually to get the fuck out of there and run, to get missing, because you ain't trying to go to jail. And with that being your first thought, your first instinct, you not expecting no fucking police to pull up, jump out the car, and just flock at you. Usually they're gonna start to shout commands or some shit. Drop the gun, put the gun down, they're gonna do all that. You're not gonna expect them to just jump out and flock at you. They just jumped out and shot that young man down. It was meant to happen like that. That was written before him. Before he lived his life, that was already written. It was already written before he lived his life. You know what I'm saying? Shit was already written. And you know, it's fucked up, but hopefully he alright, man. Hopefully he be alright, man. Well, hopefully he be alright. All these niggas outside. Brooklyn's like the summertime right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you see I'm on a swivel, everybody outside in Brooklyn right now. This shit look like this summer. This bitch. She's free, bro. Like, he's either out on bail. I think he's out on bond right now, but he home. What you fucking nigga? Where that?
Looking good out here, boy.
It's good, man.
Nigga, this is you, nigga. Yeah. It's a good look, nigga.
Yeah,
You having a bad time last night, nigga.
Hey, yo, bro, I'm gonna come back live in a minute. You already know I'm making a pit stop. We outside. See y'all niggas later, man.